Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology once again. I'm Vanita Lenka, and this is a channel, one-stop channel where you'll find all the videos related to weeklies, monthlies, innermost, outermost planets transits. And sorry about the video because I have very weak signals where I am right now, and I'll be touching base soon, where I actually will be visible soon as well. So please pardon me for that. These are all live sessions, so there can be some glitches here and there. So please don't mind me, sharing the timestamps also a little later. So what exactly is this week going to be about? Yes, there are many changes which are happening. That is the Sankranti, that is Cancer Sankranti. Actually, this is a very important Sankranti because, from here onwards, Sun is going to be in its, in its downward journey. So Sun enters Cancer from the 17th of July till the 17th of August. And we do have a couple of things which are the highlight of the week. And that is that we are heading to Mercury's entering Ashalesha Nakshatra from the 17th till the 25th of July. It is going to be in the Gandanta also. As you all can see here, Mercury is going to be in the Gandanta when it is going to be reaching the end of this Cancer sign. And Sun is going to be entering Cancer also. Venus is going to be stationary and will be turning retrograde and will be gradually inching towards the Cancer sign in reverse. That is what it's going to be a very important transit again. And Jupiter is going to be in the Navmansha of Mercury's, that is Virgo. And we do have, Sun transiting into the Pushya Nakshatra once it enters from the 20th July till the 3rd of August. So all these are the important changes which are happening this week. Moon is going to be ingressing the 3 zodiac signs of Cancer and will be moving into Leo and lastly into Virgo. And when moves into Leo, it is going to be aspected by Jupiter and Rahu and also Saturn, and also in mutual aspect, of course, and conjunct Venus and Mars. So these are the transit positions this week. And when it moves into Virgo sign, can you see there is one Mars here and one Ketu on the other side? So Mars and Ketu actually are the malefic grahas, and that's the reason Virgo sign and the sign of Pisces, they both are in malefic influences because they are hemmed between malefics, as we call it Papa Kartari, because Rahu is on one side and Saturn on the other. And here it's Mars and Ketu. So Virgo as well as Pisces signs, these two are afflicted. And afflicted, when you are having these kind of conjunctions, these kind of configuration in the sky, so it means that you have to be very cautious about making decisions, related to the houses where your Virgo and Pisces are, and you're through with it. So don't worry. These are all passing phases. We all go through highs and lows. So this week is also sort of a week where you have to be very, very cautious about your inner self. What exactly is your mental setup? That is something which this moon will be deciding, because moon interaction with the other planets is very, very important. Moon will be in Cancer sign, so you will be very sentimental, emotional on the 18th, 19th. That is the time when you have to take care of your dietary and nutritional concerns also. They should be the concern areas. And you should be very cautious about your touchiness, vulnerabilities, and don't be too defensive about whatever people are saying. 20th to the 22nd in the Leo sign, and this is a very good conjunction with the Venus, Mars, and so many planets, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn. They all are going to be forming a connection. So that's the reason Leo sign has a lot of energy. So you have to be focused on what is your personal identity right now. What is it that you want to focus on more? You don't want drama. You don't want any kind of hyped things around you. You want to be more affectionate, expressive, cheerful, and generous, and be more in that mood where you learn more, be more creative, and acknowledge whosoever is paying attention to you. Don't be arrogant, don't be self-centric, and this will sail you through. Virgo is one of the signs which will make you quite meticulous and quite elaborative about whatever you do. You will be getting into the details and the depth of everything, but you are in isolation, you're working in isolation, and that's the reason you are unable to distinguish between the right and the wrong. Because when you become very nitpicky, then that becomes a little problematic phase for you all. So you have to be, don't be critical about, yourself at least. Okay, rest, everything is perfect this week. Sun, when enters Cancer sign, it is going to be a good time for the ones who are having, who has the birthday, or we can say whosoever is in the nakshatras ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. So they will be actually, having a very positive time right now. So just flow with the flow, and don't be too nitpicky, don't be too emotional about things, and don't make hasty decisions. All right. So now coming to the predictive, and these are all based on ascendant, moon sign, and the Dasha sign wise. So let me write it over here for you all so that you don't have any confusion. So this is as per the ascendant, moon, and Dasha. Okay. So Dasha or the Antardasha. Suppose you are in the Dasha of Jupiter. Jupiter is placed in Sagittarius in your natal chart. So you have to see where your Antardasha Lord is. Suppose you are in Saturn's Antardasha. Saturn is in Cancer. So you have to make Cancer your Lagna, your first house, and see where it is transiting. So how do we get to know what is our ascendant? What is our moon sign? What is our Dasha going on? So you can go to any app. You can download any app on the phone, or you can go to Jagannath Hora. You can punch in your details, date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and you will get ASC will be written there. So that is like here it is written AS. So AS means this is the Aries rising because it starts with number 1. Numeric 1 means Aries, Taurus, Gemini. 3 number means Gemini. 4 means Cancer. 5 means Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So you have to see what number is in the first box. This is the first box. And if you take the South Indian chart, this is the first box. So you have to see which sign is ascendant. And suppose you're in the Dasha, you will get all the Dasha details also over there. So see what Antardasha you're running. So make the Antardasha Lord your first house. Bring it here. So that is also very easy. You have to see where your planet is, whose Dasha is. Suppose it's Sagittarius. So see all the planetary transits from, make this your first house. Okay. Make this your first house and then see where the transit positions are. That's a very simple technique that you have to adopt. It's not that rocket science. You all can do it. Okay. And if you want to have a personalized reading with me, you can get the slots for September month, and you can book a reading with me. All right. You can drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com and get connected with my team. They will guide you through. Coming to the first sign, that means we are starting with the predictive now. So for Aries natives, moon is going to be transiting this week through your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. And this is definitely a very iconic week for you because you are heading to, Venus, which is going to turn retrograde also, and Sun, who actually exalts in your first house, is also entering your 4th house. 4th house might make you very emotional. You might make decisions during this 1 month from 17th July to the 17th of August, very emotionally. And you might just get very attached to your family. Also, you might spend time with your family more. Also, this is a very positive week for spending some lone time to contemplate on things which you have not been able to pay much attention to this week. There is a possibility that you will be working towards your domestic affairs, starting of new education, changing the place where you are. Maybe you are shifting out from the place, you're traveling, or you're going to be getting into the research work also this week. It's a very positive time. If you are stuck up with one thing, you will be actually multitasking. Home is the key. Spend more time with your family this week. And also, if at all there are certain questions, who's my family, what am I doing here, where's my home, all of those will actually motivate you. And you might just take up anything to do with occult sciences, astrology. That is also very good. Or you will be seeking help and advice from an astrologer also. There is a possibility. Also, there is a moon transiting through your Leo sign on the 20th till the 22nd, and there is a lot of configuration here, clustering in a way, and there is a combination which will lead to a lot of creativity also. You might get a little agitated with your children, or children might get a little uneasy during this time. So make sure that you are not going out of bounds, and just don't get upset with your children. Just pay attention to their thought process. What do they want? Be their friend. Also, there is a possibility of somebody from the past reappearing, somebody from the ex, we can say, because Venus is going to be stationary here in your 5th house. So there is a possibility that you will be quite emotional about your past, and you will be getting more involved in some recreational and pursuing your hobbies, romantic you will be quite involved in some pleasures also during this time. But do not have just strike a balance between your emotions and practical life, because there is a possibility that you might make wrong decisions also related to your ex-partner. Overindulgence is also quite possible. So make sure that you are in your best of the mindset, and don't get carried away and swayed away by doing things which actually might lead you or pull you back. Also, you can just have some new subjects or new spheres where you can just get involved. Maybe take up some courses related to translation, something to do with counseling, etc. All of that is positive for you. You can be a good advisor also during this time, so you just take it up. Sun is in your 4th house, so that is also one of the reasons I'm saying so. So a good time for moving away from your place where you are, maybe job change or place change, or maybe some department is also changing. So you have to, because Saturn is retrograde, so there is a possibility that you will be noticed at the workplace also. So this is what this week looks like. I think that you should actually be a little careful somewhere around 24th, 25th, when Mercury is in Gandanta, because it's the 3rd and the 6th lord. So take care of the litigations, etc. You don't get involved in any kind of court case, etc. Okay. Also, Sun is going to be in Pushya Nakshatra, Saturn's Nakshatra. Saturn is in the 8th house. So you have to take care of your health, your mother's health as well. Okay, don't get carried away and make wrong decisions. There you can go, you can get carried away and to make money out of money in the wrong way, in unethical way. So take good care of all of that as well. You will be getting all those opportunities. You will be coming across such people who will just try to lure you. So be careful about that. There is a possibility of some health issues related to skin, or maybe blood related issues. Take care. You are maybe planning a surgery or something. So I think you should give it a break, at least not in the Adhik Mas. Just if you want to, do it next month. I will be making a separate video on Sun's transit and Venus retrograde also shortly. So stay tuned. And lastly, 23rd, 24th, Moon is going to be hemmed between malefics, that is Mars and Ketu. That's why I said that take care of your health and your mental setup at that time. Also be a healer, heal yourself as well as others, and that is the key to your coming out of the wound that you're going through. Okay, the pain that you're going through. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. For Taurus natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses this week. And this is a good week for you because just let me change this one. Yeah. Moon is going to be in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses this week. And we do have Sun's ingress in the fourth house of yours, third house of yours, and from the second house. So this is a good transit for you. And moon is also going to be in good places. So this is the week when you will be making decisions related to your journeys, connecting with your family, starting a new education plan. If you are thinking of going overseas is also evident, because there is a malefic influence on the fourth house. And also in the trine to the fourth house, we have a Rahu and a Jupiter also waiting there. So you can plan your journeys now. If at all you are waiting for some business, overseas business, that is also quite possible. There is a likelihood that you will be maybe getting promoted at the workplace. You will be recognized, you will be acknowledged for whatever the task that you have done in the past. Now is the time that you will be getting that recognition as well. And there is a possibility of communicating with the superiors. Maybe you want to convey something to them and they have not been listening. So when sun transits through your fourth house, third house, this is going to fourth sign, so this is going to be a good talk time. And also, new friendships, new contacts also are going to be coming your way. Emotional communications could be figured out also. Those things which actually satisfy you for speaking, conveying. So this will be a good time. Your attention would be towards the domestic affairs for 2-3 days. That is on the 20th, 22nd, 20th through the 22nd. So you will be more concerned about your family, maybe some jobs which are lying pending, some home affairs, actually, you will be focusing on. And that's the time maybe you're shifting out, so you're packing, etc. And there is a possibility of getting too much concerned about your property related issues or vehicle purchase. So when Venus is stationary retrograde, you should avoid buying any or purchasing or selling of any vehicles, especially from the 23rd of July till the 4th of September. This Venus is going to be in retrogression. So make sure that when you are, because that's your Lagnesh, so take care of your belongings, your assets. Don't make them your liabilities. Just put more effort to make right kind of decisions. Some documentation which require attention, you will be actually focused more on that. This week, you're going to be running around for that as well. Moon is going to be in your fifth house and is going to be hemmed between malefics, Mars and Ketu. So with children, you can have some issues or you have to sort out certain things from past. And this might bring about a lot of energies towards expression, about creativity, but you will not be too expressive because it's hemmed between two malefics, Mars and Ketu. So be little strong, be little careful about your thought process. You might be requiring too much of emotional need, that emotional support from others. So the best is to be more on the recreational side, pursue those or follow those hobbies that you get solace with. Just don't the best part when you feel claustrophobic, when you feel stuck, those energies when you're feeling, or maybe, children are feeling, so your children are feeling quite stuck up, or in your relationship, you feel stuck. So the best thing is to leave on to the divine and just follow what, the inner help that is extended. So you have to be very, very conscious about the inner voice. So that will, because this is the Purva Punyas, the house of Purva Punyas. When moon transits there, you definitely make very, very powerful decisions. It's applicable to everyone because fifth house, moon is ingressing in the fifth house. So it has to any which ways give you some kind of clarity. And that clarity is going to be giving you a breakthrough as well. So this is the time when you should leave the anxiety aside and you should get the clarity from the inner you, the gut. Listen to that voice, what it is trying to convey to you. Okay. And there is a possibility of profile change, job change, place change, all of that with Saturn retrograde also. And there is a possibility of, making good amount of money also through share market, if at all you have invested there. Just don't fall prey to the litigation, loans, court cases, etc. This is not the right time. You will not get the verdict in your favor. Your partner might be becoming very, very detached right now. or maybe you can say a cold relationship, cold war kind of a thing. So you have to put a little extra effort here. Okay, things will get better. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be in your second, third, and fourth houses. And second house is basically about your finances. So you will be concerned about your finances. You want to do things in a very meticulous way, but you're not able to. You have to be very logical. Whatever decision you're going to be making, you're actually worried about your finances right now, and maybe there is a lot of expenditure which is happening with the kind of configuration there is. We have Rahu, Jupiter there in the 11th house. We have thankfully Sun is leaving your first house and going to be in your second house. So this is also quite a good connection, which is farming for making money out of money, though there is a lot of stuck up funds or expenditures are increasing, but money is also being earned. So whatever you are earning, you're just spending. So savings are depleted. But at the same time, you will be, your siblings are going to be also, maybe you're spending on your siblings. They're unwell and you're going to be spending on them. They're hospitalized or something like that. And also moon is going to be with Venus and Mars on the 20th till the 22nd in the Leo sign. And there you have a lot of energy with Venus, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter. All of them are forming a good straightaway connection. So the third house is actually quite activated. So your communication might be the key to success, to maybe some short journeys on cards. Maybe there are certain tasks that you have to perform. You have to fulfill the duties. There's too much of workload, presentation, maybe, some kind of, travels which are involved because of your work. You have to travel. So all of that, the curiosity is ignited right now. New friendships, new contracts, you're working through all of that. Overseas journeys, maybe overseas contracts. So you have to learn now with the kind of energies you are experiencing. You have to learn, you have to grow, you have to just improve on the flaws that you are carrying. So this might just, be the time to expose your own self, your own potential, rather than just it's like self-revealing also. You will reveal yourself and then you will be able to reveal others your potential. So that kind of a strong energy is actually, in the horoscope reflected right now. Obviously, you have your own horoscope. These are the transits. So you cannot just completely depend on the transits. You have to see what is happening in your chart, right? Then you have to superimpose in your horoscope. If there is a Venus transiting over your natal Venus, then definitely, or over Mercury, over your Mercury. So this is a very important time. Certain breakthroughs definitely take place, do happen with these kind of, conjunctions and the combinations. So this might bring about connections with your family also. You might be traveling, you might be making some arrangements at your related to your domestic affairs. You might be just getting too involved in the family issues. You might be feeling quite nurturing, emotional, moody. Getting connected with your childhood definitely brings about all of those. You are worried about your self-image also, how you can improvise on yourself, how you can connect with your ancestors. Maybe you're thinking about them a lot these days. So just donate something in their name. Don't just when these feelings come up, you should take care of your the donation part. You should get connected that way. Whenever you get these kind of thoughts, and whenever it's new moon, full moon time, I always say that that wheel gets thinner. So you get the support or the kind of conversation or the communication that you want to convey, or you want the ancestors want to connect with you. That is something which happens with during these times. And that's why Shraddha, the Pitru Paksha, is such an important and important time. So donate. That's the best thing to do. Okay. And you might just be cleaning your house, making something, redoing your place. All of that is also evident. You are home confined, you're working from home maybe. Also, at the workplace, there is a lot of energy which is, towards, you're feeling quite clogged. As we say, blocked, the blocked energies at the workplace. There are people who are conspiring against you. You're not aware of it though, but be careful about it, because there is a clustering of planets in such a manner. In the horoscope, can you see there is a Rahu here in your 11th house, and 9th house has a Saturn. So there are two malefics here also, and in this right opposite that house is Virgo signs. These two houses are very, very blocked. The energies are blocked. So be careful about the people who are just trying to backstab you. They're conspiring against you, or they're not letting you progress. So this might be the time that you will be feeling quite suffocated at the workplace also, or there is a lot of workload to finish off, or you have to catch up with the backlog. Overseas journeys, overseas clientele, meeting with them is also quite possible, and getting that money from the overseas countries is also quite a beneficial week for that. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, Moon is going to be in your first, second, and third houses this week. So this is a very good time for starting anything new. Getting emotional about you, yourself, about your family is also very much possible. You feel the need to express yourself, to manifest your inner world in the outer world in some manner. It's a good time to focus on new beginnings, fresh starts. Also, it is possible that you're very sensitive about the vibrations, energies, aura. What is the other person carrying? So you will be getting that that feel about the person, or you get the vibes, very, very, very sensitive and receptive to things and people. So this is when Moon is in the first house. It's transiting the first house. So this is definitely a very, very a strong energy that you will be experiencing. You might be just going in for some hairdo, some look change, or maybe you're going to be working on your physical appearance also. So you will be more involved in the, maybe you are going to be visiting a beauty salon or something, and just doing some making some changes in your looks. So this is like self-care. This is also the self-care, because it's a house of it's a sign of nurturing, a Cancer sign, and Moon is as it is there. So you will be having a lot of emotions. You'll be thinking about your past, your the people around you. You'll be connecting with your childhood days. All of that happens. You feel very emotional also, and the energies are towards inwards, how you can manifest your inner world to the outer world, as I said. All right. So physical endeavors are also quite possible, because you will be putting in efforts. There are malefics in the Kendra, so you will be putting a lot of effort also. And this will bring about some changes in your financials also. You will be drawing a line about how you have to go about in the investment part. You don't want to get carried away and make wrong investments or huge investments right now. And what is it that you have to do to take care of your money, your possessions, how you can make changes in your in those areas to get them better. Also, you will be reviewing your financials during this week. Maybe, some kind of expenditures which are just going out of bounds, and you're just trying to keep a constant check, because this is not the right time to go in for major investment. So you have to be very, very clear about that. Your business partner might be just trying to be too practical this week, but not leading to any kind of favorable decisions. So you have to be cautious about how you can handle the finances well. What type of business will be suitable. So you have to maybe switch the business, whether you want to be in the partnership business or not. That is also quite likely. You will get little egoistic. You might just get little separated from the from the people after Sun transits here in the first house from the 17th July till the 17th of August. I will be making a separate video because Surya will be transiting through Pushya Nakshatra also from the 20th of July to the 3rd of August. So that's also very, very important because it's the 8th house Saturn's Nakshatra. So there will be sudden changes, obstacles, hurdles in the government job, government paperwork, or the authorities might become little too pushy about their goal targets that are set. So they want to achieve it by hook or by crook. So they are just being very, very, pushy. So you have to also put a little bit of effort towards that. And take care of your health. If you have to go in for any kind of changes, home change, place change, job change, as a matter of fact, so you can take that call once Rahu leaves the zone of the 10th house and moves into your 9th. There is a Venus turning retrograde, stationary Venus. On the 23rd, it moves into the retrograde motion. So this is the time when, this is the week when Venus will be stationary, and being the 11th Lord stationary means you will be reviewing your funds, your romance, your relationships during this time. Also, it's a 4th Lord, so you will be reviewing your purchase of property, purchase of vehicle. So relationship, of course, you might be just going in for some subjects change if at all you're a student native. And you might just bring in a pet home. That is also quite possible. Okay. So moon will be lastly in your 3rd house, so short journeys on cards, or maybe, you feel very suffocated because there's a lot of work to do. You have to catch up and finish off all the jobs which are lying pending. So this is something which you will be experiencing by the end of the week, 23rd, 24th. And you could find it hard to focus on any one particular task. Your curiosity will be ignited, some new friendships, new contracts you might be signing during this time. And because communication is the key, so communication, documentation, etc., is also under one roof. So that's what is this week looking like for you. So the best thing is just lie low and don't get carried away by and nothing should bog you down, because you are feeling quite, the energies are quite blocked. The energy, the faith, the risk-taking ability, that is all what you are lacking right now. And also the luck is, it's just stuck. The luck is not by your side. So you have to put extra effort when you know that there is no, but divine grace is there. So you'll sail through this also. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, moon is going to be in your 12th, 1st, and 2nd house. So when moon transits the 12th house is the end of the cycle. We all know that, right? It's like this is the 12th house. So when moon transits here, that means the whole of the transit is coming to an end. So that means moon has experienced all the houses, all the emotions, all the planets. Moon has finally connected and reached the last sign, so the last house. So that means it is going to be giving you that isolation. You're working on yourself, what all has happened, so you feel those energies even more. You are contemplating, you're introspecting, you're just spending more time, lone time, how you can just improvise on yourself. Maybe you're visiting somebody, you're looking up somebody who's not well, or somebody who requires your attention. You're going to be paying attention to that person. So you need to just work on your relationships. Maybe, there is a lot of indulgence, physical relationship wise. Sun is also going to be in the 12th house, so expenditures are going to be on the rise. Lagnesh going to the 12th means you're going to be traveling overseas. There is a possibility of a job change or a place change also. Maybe you're just busy doing a lot of work, related to your, behind the scenes. Maybe you're preparing for that presentation that requires attention, and you are working long hours. So that happens on the 18th and the 19th. 17th, of course, you'll be connecting with your friends, maybe party time, etc., and then you want to rest. Also, on the 20th to the 22nd is the time, this is the time when moon will be in the 1st house, Leo sign. So that's the time when you will be, after the cycle got over, now is the cycle's beginning. So this is the time when you will be starting to review your, your jobs, how you can do things. You're just thinking of some the bigger picture now. Now you're starting everything. The vibrations and the energies are towards attracting the fulfillment of desires. Now you're thinking of how you can be more emotionally oriented, how you can get better, how you can be more research oriented, new beginnings, new starts, fresh starts, actually. Okay. You can be very emotional, but at the same time, quite practical because Venus and Mars are there. Venus is going to be stationary, retrograde. So this is the time when you have to be careful about your relationship. At the workplace, if at all, you have to say something to your seniors. If you want some promotion, you want to ask for favors. So this might, after especially 23rd, should be avoided. But if you want to do it before the 20th, and definitely you will get the positive answer. And you will be thinking about your, how you can improve on your physical body, physical accomplishments, self-image. All of that also you're going to be working on, especially on the 20th to the 22nd. Lastly, moon will be in Virgo sign, 23rd, 24th, and that's the second house energy. So you will be actually focusing more on the emotional security, how much you have in terms of money, possessions, how, these things impact you in your life. This is not the time for emotional bravery also. And also, rather, you tend to keep up the status quo. That is the best thing to do. You value predictability in the 2-3 days of this transit. You don't look for new experiences, right now. You're not in for all of that. And also, this will be like, as somebody is giving you some offer, you're working on that, especially towards the end of the week, 23rd, 24th. This will be the time when you feel that people are just trying to befool you, or they're just trying to give you those offers which are too good to be true. So you have to be really cautious about those accepting those offers also. And any kind of major tasks related to your related to your work, place change also, anything. Place change means you are going to be buying property, etc., or vehicle. So this is the time when you should make the right kind of decisions. Mercury is also going to be in your first house after this week, so you have to make decisions related to the paperwork, documentation, PR, etc. Also, there is a good opportunity that you'll be getting from overseas. Lagnesh is in the 12th house. Getting involved in business relationships are going to improve, and a business partner also is going to be quite supportive of you. Maybe some mature decisions you'll be making during this time. Also, do not fall prey to the litigation, court case, etc. right now. This is not the week to go ahead with it, because your sixth lord is in the 7th house. So this might bring about too much of expenditures, losses also, as compared to what you were thinking of. So maybe if you start something new, some new litigation, you file the court case, etc. So it will be a negative one for you. So make sure that you do not get carried away. All right. Luck is by your side though, but still don't jump into conclusions and don't take those risks. Okay. So yeah, anything that I've left, please do mention in the comment section. I will definitely try to cover during the live session itself when I'm doing this video. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. So this is a good time to connect with your friends, your peers, your social circle, your bosses, your senior superiors. Also, you might come across some superior or influential people or government personnel, which is definitely a good thing, and it might be favorable for you. The favor that you have been looking for, you will be getting that as well. Mercury is in your 11th house, being the ruler of the Lagnesh. So this is a good transit for you. Take care of your health though, because your 7th house is actually hemmed between two malefics, and so is your 1st house. So maybe, you're having ego clashes with your partner. So just try and patch it all up. and moon and sun will be together. So there is the 17th, we have a new moon till that time, and then we have this moon heading to the 12th house. So take care of your expenditures on gadgets, jewelry, dresses, all of that you are going to be spending. And also there is a health related issue that you have to take care of, because your first and the seventh houses are afflicted. So for your spouse, for your partner also, yeah, there can be some friction or maybe health issues. So take care of that. Rahu is in the 8th house, though Jupiter is also there, and Jupiter is inching towards your 9th. So luck is going to be by your side, once Jupiter leaves the zone. But before that, yes, September, October onwards, you will feel that relief in your finances, in your health also, if at all you're experiencing any health issues. Mars is going to be in Cancer Navmansha in the 11th house Navmansha. So that is also very equally good for you to get connected boldly, making bold decisions, creativity on the peak. And also if you have anybody to confront, you can do that as well. Okay. So moon will be transiting the first house by the end of the week. So that is the time when you might be very much emotional. You might just make decisions emotionally. And this might lead to too much of, your inclination towards fresh start. You're just thinking about growth, beginnings, how you can improvise on yourself, how you can be, striking a balance between emotions and practicalities. Though there is a Ketu in the next house, which is approaching towards the first, and Mars is also approaching towards the first house. So there is a lot of possibility of accident. So drive carefully. I'm not saying that it's going to happen for sure, but yes, these are all indications. So we must be taking care of our health. While driving, we have to be more attentive. Drive slowly, slower than the speed that you are generally driving. Don't rush anywhere. So all these will definitely be taken care of. And it's about thinking, about responding to the, from the heart, the soul, emotional center actually gets activated during this transit when moon is in the first house. So make sure that you don't make any decisions in haste, impulse, and emotionally. Okay. And take care of your health, I repeat, because Rahu is in the 8th house and Ketu in the 2nd. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. For Libra natives, this week moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. And this is a very good time for making decisions related to your workplace. If at all you have any jobs which are lying pending from a long time, just try and completing them. Just get connected with your co-workers, take the help of them. This is also a very sensitive place, actually. Cancer sign, to top it all, moon is there. So a lot of emotions, mood swings will be experienced during this time. This inner self of yours, the introvertedness that you are all the time experiencing. So this might bring about that focus on your dreams, longings, personality, creativity. So you are in the isolation, but at the same time, you're going to be more and more getting involved in the dream world. You're longing for the dreams, and you're now trying to fulfill the desires also, the dreams that might just come true. Also, don't waste your energy and time on the projects which are really, which don't require that kind of attention. Just see for yourself, if you can convey to your seniors and bosses this week that you are working on a project and, you're not too happy with it. So you can just hold it back. There's no big deal about it. Also, compassion, unconditional love, innocence, openness. These are all when moon is in the in the sign in the 12th house. So this is also, like your subconscious self. And this is how, this moon actually tells you to take a break. When moon is in the 12th house, you take a break. The feelings of being alone and cut off from the world might also be the case, if you're solo, if you're living alone. So this might be the case that you're feeling quite uneasy during the 23rd, 24th, especially. Okay. Okay. And there is Yeah, so any kind of connection to the jails, hospitals, that is also quite possible. And I'll respond to you towards the end. Overseas contract for Virgo, I'll respond to you. I'll try to respond, if at all I don't forget it by the end. So these are all good combinations, with Mars and Venus in the 12th, in the 11th house, Lagnesh in the 11th house. Though it is turning retrograde, even if it is turning retrograde, it's moving to inching backwards towards your Capricorn sign. It's not going to be literally going there, but yeah, it is moving backwards to the Cancer sign. It is going to be going backwards. It is going to be transiting, yes. So it is going to be back and forth, of course, in Cancer and Leo. I've made a separate video of Venus is ingress in Leo sign. So I will be making a separate video for Venus retrograde also. Venus is stationary, so be careful about your friendship. Maybe some ex comes back to your life and you have a physical relationship. So be careful about the current relationship you're in. So this is not the right thing that you're going to be heading to. So be careful. I've just given you a tip. Be careful about your current relationship and then decide whether you want to be in that relationship or this relationship. Coming to the Scorpio sign, let me just change the chart. So for Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. Beautiful week, because now is the time when you will be focusing more on not only your physical freedom, but your emotional and mental freedom also. Your expression is going to be changing also. Your movement, your expression, your body language, you are going to be getting free. You feel that freedom, the spiritual boundaries that you were experiencing till now. So the emotional need is now the expansion and growth. You need to work on that. You need to grow. You have to learn. You have to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself if you want a bigger picture waiting there. This is a more, more sort of a placement where you feel independent also. You experience new things. And this might just bring about some emotional boredom and restlessness also at the same time. So this is a good time to catch a break and get some perspective on your life, what will change you towards better. So all of that is definitely going to be helping you upgrade yourself as well. Also, moon is going to be in your 10th and 11th houses this week, and 10th house will make you quite emotional about your job. You will be experiencing that people are giving you loads of work. They are not helping you out. Whatever you are doing, you're doing it alone. You don't have to seek that attention and recognition and approval from others. Mars is there. Mars is Digbala here, though Venus is losing the Digbala, the direction strength. But at the same time, this is giving you a lot of open-mindedness, new opportunities, and the breakthroughs coming your way. Do one thing, because Mars is there, your Lagnesh is in the 10th house. So light a diya, a lamp in the east direction in the evening, every evening. If you can't do it, you can tell some days you're traveling, some days people say that we are having a menstrual cycle, we cannot do it. So you can tell your husband or your sister or your brother or your mother, your father, your children, whosoever you're with, or your friend. If you don't have anybody, maybe you have a friend, you have a teacher. You can just take help of them to light the diya in the eastern direction for good 43 days, and you see things will get better. You will feel much better. See, Mars will be changing signs. Mars will be entering Virgo sign. So that time you have to do it in the south direction. So if you are doing the diya remedy, you can use a tea light, you can use a candle, but it should just burn out on its own. You should not just go and blow it off. It has to happen on its own. So take a small tea light and just start lighting, and things will get better. We are activating the area. Okay. So if at all you feel that claustrophobic energy, suffocated, blocked energy, so this remedy will definitely help you. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. See, 8th house transit is, you can ask the questions towards the end. Okay, Melody, hi Rose. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So 8th house transit, will give you a lot of clarity about what exactly are you waiting for, what exactly do you want in life. Because, this is something which, people think that, we are doomed, there's nothing left. So, these are all deeper experiences. These are all powerful bonds that you develop, when moon is transiting the 8th house. Emotional commitments come through, emotional attraction comes through. You are more concerned about money, possessions, or maybe you're thinking about growth in your finances. If you're an astrologer, you might just, be learning or research work, you'll be doing. So be aware what, that overreaction that you have to work through. Don't fall prey to the too much of hyped energies of 8th house moon, because 8th house is actually the house which actually detaches you also from the world. So you will feel quite isolated, detached also during this time. And the keywords for this transit is deepen your thought process, heal others and yourself, undercurrents of energies. So the moon here wants you to go into the type of self-defense, self-protection also, and wants you to actually seek the deeper meaning of life. So just pay attention to the nitty-gritties, what exactly is happening around you. Be more receptive, be more sensitive to the condition around you, the environment, or maybe, with your family, with your neighbors, with your spouse's family, or your own self, about you yourself. Taxes, maybe you're going to be filing tax, or maybe, you're going to be working through the insurance. All of that is going to get triggered up. Moon is going to be in your Leo sign from the 20th to the 22nd, which is your 9th house. So look at the bigger picture. Don't confine yourself to the immediate picture only. The bigger picture, the gregarious one, the bigger the better, it's like that. So this is not just the physical freedom, but this is also the spiritual freedom that you experience when moon is transiting here. Venus is going to be turning retrograde. Venus is not a good graha to Jupiter. So Venus and Jupiter, they are not friends. So what happens when Venus turns retrograde? So this will provide mellowing effect of Venus, the 11th house effect. So this is positive for you for making good money when Venus turns retrograde. So definitely a very positive time for you. Learn more, brush up your skills. Don't just stick on to what you have done, or don't harp on that. You have done something, you've done something. You've acquired knowledge, you've acquired knowledge. Use it. But at this moment, if at all you have a conducive Dasha period also, maybe you're in Ketu Dasha, you're in Mars Dasha, Venus Dasha. So you should start now educating yourself. And start learning more. Okay. So that will help you as well. And anything which is pulling you back, you should avoid. Moon will be transiting your 10th house. So 10th house would be on the 23rd, 24th in Virgo sign. So Virgo actually, moon gets hemmed between two malefics, that is Ketu and Mars on the either side. So this is not the time to make decisions about your job change. If at all you have been thinking of, so just defer it, because we have an Adhik Mas also. So in Adhik Mas, we generally don't take many hasty decisions. Of course, decisions which require attention, we do make the routine jobs. Don't get into the non-routine jobs, just be more meticulous and plan everything really well. Moon is going to be in your 10th house. So you might just be too much involved in, towards the end. So it might just give you too much of inclination towards doing things at the workplace, but you're not getting any accolades. You're not getting any kind of, the kind of attention that you are seeking. And also this will bring about too much of workload, and too much of conspiracy also at the workplace. So you have to be cautious about what people are talking about you. Are they talking against you? And don't think about getting the approval from others. Don't wait for that. Keep doing what you're doing, isn't it? So that everything is under control. You are actually keeping an eye on what you're doing, not others. Okay. Not good time for litigation, loans, debts, etc. Take care of your health also. Maybe you're feeling you want to change the place, but you're not able to. You want to change the job, but you're not able to, because as you can see, uh, there are malefics by your fourth house as well as around your 10th house. So you do feel that you are stuck. These are stuck up energies. Whenever a house or a planet is hemmed between two malefics, so the significations suffer of that particular zone. That is what is Papa Kartari. So here there are Virgo and Pisces people, or Virgo and Pisces sign of yours, fourth and the 10th houses. You feel claustrophobic in these areas. Workplace also, you're not getting that solace, and neither you're getting solace at the home front. So the best remedy for you is Hanuman Chalisa, Vishnu chant. Okay, just do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. See, chanting is something um, which we do to actually uplift ourselves and get that solace and get that support from the divine, because this is Kali Yuga, and in Kali Yuga we have to chant, we have to do the havan, we have to do the jap tap. So that is why it is very, very essential that you fall into that zone, or maybe start reading Hanuman Chalisa at least 2-3 times a day. So that'll help you clear everything. Okay, don't worry, everything has a solution. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Okay, so for Capricorn natives, excuse me, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. So this will bring about too much emotional bent of mind towards your partner, towards your family. You want to spend more time with your partner, also with your close personal and business relationships will be highlighted. Mercury is, as it is there, Sun is also transiting there. So this is like, too much influence of the partner. Maybe the partner is getting very dominating. You might have emotional confrontation now, or you might get very nurturing kinds, but the partner is not. The opposite person, the opposite people, they are not giving you that kind of reciprocation or the support that you're looking for. And also this is like, more attention to the physical appearance and attractiveness is being paid. And also this can lead to some kind of trust issues, also some kind of suspicion in the relationship, either you or your partner. So be careful about all of that as well. Okay, for Capricorn native especially, this is the time when you have to be cautious about how you can strike a balance between the workplace as well as home and life, or work and life, in fact. Okay, so that balance you have to strike, and only then you will be able to project the best version of yourself. Also, Moon will be in your 8th house. 8th house is, the house of deeper experiences, powerful bondings, emotional commitments. What exactly is going to uplift you? You're going to be thinking of all of that. Be aware that you are not going to overreact to the situation. Venus is going to be stationary retrograde. So this is going to lead to somebody from the past coming into your life, because it's the 5th lord in the 8th house. So there can be that your children are going to be starting with an affair or a physical relationship. You have to keep an eye on them if they are minor. All of that you have to take care of. But yes, this is definitely a very positive week for couple of things related to tax, other people's money, thinking about how you can grow, also some trends that you have to follow, research work if you have to do. So that's something which is definitely going to uplift you. How you can be normal, be natural. What's that bonding that is required? So you have to pay attention to that. Moon will be in your 9th house. So this is the house of mental and spiritual freedom. And this will give you a lot of encouragement to do things, but in your inner circle, because it's hemmed between two malefics. Your 9th house is hemmed between Ketu and Mars. They are on the either side, as you can see here. See, Ketu is here, Mars is here. So that means Ketu is moving here and Mars is moving here. That is the reason your ninth house, the Bhagyasthana, is afflicted for the next few more months, because Ketu and Rahu will be changing their signs. And so will Mars be. Mars will be, though, moving into Virgo sign. I'm not too happy with that, but still, it will be moving into it. I'll be making an elaborate video of the same as well. So you do feel quite, claustrophobic in these areas. You want to study a book, but you're lazing around, you're not able to. So that is also one of the ways to look at. When you're lazy, that means Saturn is gone for a toss. Saturn is the karma karak, wants you to be on the toes all the time, but you're not. Then definitely, if he sees, he's going to be. Um, so this is something that you have to be taking care of. Okay, what did I say? I think I lost some predictions here. Okay. So you see, your third house is also hemmed between two malefics, Saturn and Rahu. Right? So travels might be a little cumbersome. You might be trying to convey something to others. Others might be taking it otherwise. So all that communication gap can also come up. So be careful. Maybe your siblings are going to be traveling overseas, leaving you and going and for higher studies. Some PR work is stuck up from a long time. PR, visa, documentation work is also stuck up. So be careful about that and get into the zone of doing the remedies. Remedies should be related to your, dhanams. You can donate something in greens, whites. That will really help you on Saturdays. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. So this will bring about a lot of changes in your personality. You have to get into the depth and the details of everything, so that your the craft that you have. You're very dedicated. You're very, very dedicated to whatever you are given. You will be doing that. So this is the time to get into that routine now. It's just that you're not being in that discipline. So you have to get into that zone where you're disciplined. I'm not saying that get up early and look at the sun and things like that. No. Discipline means that one thing, if you are working out today, you're working out tomorrow. If you're doing something today, you're doing it every day regularly. That is what is discipline. Something which you have started, you're just going to complete it. So that is dedication. That is something which is called the routine work. So you will be getting into that zone now. You will be actually getting organized. You will be looking after your health, your emotional health, of course, and your physical health also. And how you can be more involved in doing the things in a very meticulous manner. You might get very critical also. You might criticize yourself or others. That is the eye that you have already, that you get into the depth of everything. So that might just bring about too much of conflict between you and your co-workers. That balance you have to strike. Also take care of your health, because when you are under stress, there is too much of workload. So your stress levels actually lead to one thing or the other. The heart problem happens, BP problem happens, diabetes, etc. Then you get into that vicious cycle. So you have to nip it in the bud. The moment you feel that you're getting anxious, you're getting too much into that zone of anxiety. So that's where you should communicate. Communication is the key for you. The more you communicate, the better you get. Don't keep things to yourself, okay? Because Aquarius sign, they are secretive. You have seen the image of the symbol or the picture of Aquarius sign. That is a pitcher, a jar, which is thin from the top and so well-rounded from the bottom, which means that in depth, you have that in-depth knowledge, and you're very secretive also, because how much water is inside, nobody knows. Whether the water is being thrown out or whether you're filling the pitcher, you don't even know that. So it's up to you how you look at the pitcher. The pitcher should be that full that you can be giving to others. So start donating others, start doing things for others. Just go and visit people, your friends, try to help them out. even if you are yourself weak, but when you support others, you do get stronger. So start doing that, get into that zone of helping and doing for others also. Moon will be transiting your seventh house, that is Mars and Venus will be there waiting for this moon, and that's happening on the 20th and till the 22nd. See, there is a lot of energy in the seventh house of yours, because Saturn is looking, Rahu is looking, Jupiter is looking, Mars and Venus are posited there. Moon is going to be transiting here also in the trine to this. There is Rahu, Jupiter as well. So there is a lot of energy in your seventh house. So you are going to be putting more effort towards your relationship now. How you feel about your relationship, partnership, business, etc. Now you will be thinking more about it. Nurturing, being nurturing is the key. Do for others, help others. And if at all you are stuck, you should actually start working on the relationship part first, because that support you will get from the relationship, not just your partner, not your business partner, only the person who is right opposite you, means apart from you. That is the seventh house. It's the mirror image, right, of the horoscope, Shiva Shakti. So get yourself complete. You have to complete yourself. Okay, so more attention to the physical and physical, or the, how you look, that attractive you, all of that you're going to be putting little extra effort on. And uh, also, for student natives, this might bring about some changes. Government job, that is also quite possible. You might just get through the medical stream. All right, so that's what is going to happen when moon is in the seventh house. You might be getting very emotional about your mother, about your grandmother. Eighth house, moon will be on the 23rd, 24th. So that's the time when you will be having a lot of deeper experiences, powerful bonds, emotional commitments, and how you can, you're looking for more meaning in your life now, because it's a deeper house after all. Take care of your health. Might just give you some health issues here and there. It's as it is hem between two malefics, and moon goes there, so moon is afflicted here. So you have to any which ways take care of your health. And also this might bring about some research work. Some research work, and also there can be that you're having less interaction with people. You're not sociable. This might deepen your thoughts, how you can heal others, how you're thinking about the deeper realms. What is happening in this world? Where am I? What am I doing here? All of those questions will be running into your mind. But you're seeking answers, so only the divine can answer your questions. So depend on the divine, be more receptive to whatever is happening around you, and just go ahead with it. All right. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. I'll be taking up the questions towards the end. Wait. So for Pisces natives, this week moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So this is definitely going to be bringing about some changes, some energy shift in your children's life, you yourself, if you are a student. So this might bring about some changes from one place to another, joining a university. You might be just thinking of growth now. You are having, your energies are directed outwards as you feel more confident moving about in the world. You have an emotional need to be heard, during this time, an increased desire to create and display your talents. Because this is the house where sun is also going to be, so this part of the year, definitely you will feel quite confident in doing things. The energy of the 5th house supports the pleasurable time also. At the same time, simultaneously, you will be completing your jobs. Maybe you'll be enjoying completing your school jobs, and you land up into doing things in a very meticulous manner also. But you definitely are in that zone where you are going to be more recreational, hobbies, romance, all of that are going to get triggered up. Some ex can also come back to your life. Then moon will be in your 6th house. 6th house is the house where, you might just be getting involved in too much of workload, dedication, and, the routine jobs that you have been doing. Now you're going to be formulating that routine now. So this is definitely the time to think of growth, how you can attain that the goals that you have set. And also this is the time for your mental setup, improvement in mental setup. Also, you're going to be breaking from away from the rules and the routines right now. And this is also the time when you will be more conscious about your health, about your fitness, about your regime. You are not going to be any longer that type who will those types who will not do anything and thinking that everything will be done on its own and we'll get everything on the platter. This is not going to happen. So but you have to keep working, and then only you will get success in the latter half of your life. You organize yourself, organize your calendar, just work on your diet, how you look, how you how you can be better off. And that will be the um, seventh house transit. Also seventh house is also a very positive time for you, to make decisions related to your matters related to marriage, relationships. Also, this might bring about some major breakthroughs right now in your business. You might be spending a lot of money or pumping in more money in your business because your seventh lord is in the fifth house. 11th house is played away from itself. So this is definitely going to upgrade you financially, and there will be expenditures on the share market, crypto, etc. also. So this might relate to intimacy, connections with others. You might just get very much involved in in the play zone where you're experiencing a lot of turmoil. So this will give you that kind of courage that you have been waiting for. All right. So yeah, this is what this week looks like. So just don't fight, don't have any ego clashes with your partner. Otherwise, you will have a very terrible time dealing with or undoing things which you have been experiencing and feeling. So yeah, this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon signs, and the Dasha sign wise predictions. So now I'm going to be taking question and answers. Let me just write it over here. Q and A. Okay. Somebody has asked, let me see. Okay, let me start reading. Ma'am, what happens to Makar Rashi, moon sign with natal Saturn in Aquarius in Dhanishta Nakshatra at 1 degrees 32 minutes? How will the sun transit impact natal Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus are retrograde? Can you just please stick on to the moon's movement? That will be better. But now that you have asked, let me do the question again. See, what is happening here is that you have a Makar moon, right? So moon is right here instead of the ascendant. You have a moon here and the natal Saturn is in Aquarius, of course, which is in the second house, and your Saturn return is also happening. So what do you want to know? How will be the sun transit? Sun is going to be transiting your seventh house, and it is going to be right opposite your moon. So this might bring about some friction or ego clashes in your relationship. Any kind of business partnership is going to be fruitful. From the seventh house, Saturn is going to be transiting your eight places away. So partner's health is the major concern area. All right. So next question is, please mention about cracking down assignment from overseas, financial flow for Virgo, health, the relationship, health, relationship issues, and overseas work contract for the, okay, for Virgo. So for Virgo, see, health, I've already mentioned that you have to take care of your health because Rahu and Saturn are in the 6-8 houses. Also, you have asked about a assignment from overseas. See, Venus till the time turns retrograde, you can just go ahead with it. Mercury is till the time in the Cancer sign. You can go ahead with the you can get good news, undoubtedly, because Mercury once moves into the 12th house, Lagnesh going to the 12th house, it will bring about major losses also. You will definitely be making good amount of money, but at the same time, it will bring about losses also. Venus is the second lord in the 12th house. So again, overseas connection, but Venus is turning retrograde. It'll go stationary. So it might just give you some troubles here and there because your Bhagya lord, your luck is going to turn retrograde. So that's not considered to be that great actually. Then M Melody is asking, when is it okay to start a lawsuit? I need justice for my mother who has been diagnosed and passed away. I'm a Leo ascendant. Lawsuit question. Okay. So for Leo natives, for lawsuit, because I told you, sixth house Lord is in the seventh house. So this might bring about some complications in the lawsuits. You should actually seek help and advice from a female counterpart, somebody who is a female counterpart. You should seek help, and you will definitely get the uh, answer from her. If you get connected. Okay. When is it okay to start lawsuit? I need justice for my mother. Yeah, for undiagnosed. And okay, so this is something which I've told you that you have to take care of your um lawsuit, and you can do it after Venus turns direct. Okay, coming to the next one, that is let me see. Leo ascendant Rose Jean. Okay, and overseas travel for Libra. Okay, overseas travels for Libra. Riddhi Sharma is asking job from overseas. Yes, for sure. Till time Mercury is here in the 10th and the 11th house, there is a possibility of job change. Going to overseas, we have to have an affliction in the 8th house, and 8th house should form connection with the 4th house also, and 4th house should be afflicted. So here Saturn is retrograde, so definitely there is a possibility, strong possibility. Okay. So that's it, I think, for all the 12 ascendants in the moon signs. See you later, and um, do keep watching the videos, and I will be launching discounts, also festive discounts for November, December month readings. So I'll be sharing with you that flyer also soon. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. I've answered all the questions. Please go back and watch. Om Tat Sat.